everyone, Karla Rodriguez here, aka Little Mermaid. So I wanted to talk to the parents out there with young children, and I'm talking about specifically the age range of 5, 6, and below that are worried about, what would be like too scary for my child, or what can my child handle in terms of deciphering between what's real and what's not. So I'm coming to you guys today with some great tips that I've picked up along the way from parents like yourself, and stuff that I've read as well that I feel is really appropriate for that age range in terms of keeping them safe and letting them have fun in Halloween, but also not exposing them or overly exposing them to stuff that's like really scary for them at this point. So the first tip that I've heard about is about exposure. So what exposure means is taking them to probably a Halloween store where they can see all the makeup, they can see the scary costumes or the scary masks, and talking to them about, hey, you might see this on Halloween, let's touch it. Ooh, that's ugly, but guess what? We know that it's not real, right? So, just kind of preparing them in advance for there's a possibility that this might come up for you, but we know it's not real. We saw it at the store, we touched it, it felt gross, but we know, it's not gonna hurt us. The other great tip that I heard was using an old pair of sunglasses to give to kids almost as an invisibility cloak or a coping tool. So you know that if they feel something is way too scary, they can put on the glasses, and for a parent that's kind of like, you know that this is something that's scary, it's a sign for you, and then you can talk about it. Hey, what about that was scary? Like, let's sit down. Oh, it gives you an opportunity to find out what specifically was scary about that particular thing with your child. Particularly talking about trick-or-treating itself, the best 2 tips that I have for you guys is to keep it early. So we know that the probability of seeing really scary things is higher, once it's dark. So if you want to take your little ones out during sunset, and keeping it local too, doesn't mean that you have to do the entire neighborhood. You can do a block or 2. And the great thing about now is that there's actually a lot of community activities or church festivals or local events that are very kid friendly and that also take place during the day, so that way the children get to see an array of costumes and everything that goes on without being exposed to excessively scary costumes or events. Lastly, the other question that I get is, what do I do if my child has seen like a really scary movie? So we know that Halloween season is the season that we constantly see scary movies on TV and such. So what if we get a child that accidentally saw something that was either age appropriate, not age appropriate, and was maybe having nightmares or asking questions of like, could this be real, or could that happen to me? The best advice that I would have for parents is to hear your child out and find out what those particular concerns are, and then talk to them about, like, if it's something that could not be real, talk to them about why this would not apply to us, because it's not a real thing. And then also back that up by talking to them about all the things that a parent can do to protect them, so they not only hear from you that it's not real, but that they also have the parent's protection, just in case that even kind of rationalizing them out of it is not enough to take the scare away. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed these helpful tips on how to have your 5-year and under child enjoy Halloween and keep it safe. So happy Halloween to all of you out there, and get lots of candy. Bye-bye, till next time.